Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here's White.
Kickoff return for a touchdown.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, baby.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, he throws it. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch.
Here we go now.
That great diving grab.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Detroit!
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down, McCaffrey. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Over! Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating?
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw is Rosen. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Rosen trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, found a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick pass there, he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray is going to put one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got 2 here in the first quarter.
Running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
4 down. Check.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Detroit!
Line 52.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check, go get him.
fourth down. Murray. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Watch it now, Barney,
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, I'm sure you feel some disappointment. Maybe a little bit there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Play action here with Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Never nice job doing for us in the
now a run with McCaffrey. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Whoosh. Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
Detroit!
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through.
All right,
and say,
now,
okay,
lucky
don't worry
56,
about it.
lucky
When we
56.
need you, you've got to be ready to go.
Check,
And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? See on the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. How about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Four down. Mike's 5-9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Blue 90!
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. Throw for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Four down, check!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Detroit! Detroit! Four down. Alert! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Murray now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are in for 6. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Set. Green 30.
On second down, Rosen. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an exclamation mark?
An exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Check, Patriot!
Down 2 touchdowns
Here we
early.
go now.
Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
On play action, Rosen. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Murray. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Gun!
On first down, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Detroit!
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because that has happened.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Easy work. It's easy work. Two times. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
No. Check. Patriot. Hey. 4 down. Hot. Over.
Throwing on third and long. Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. You're right. Hasn't been a banner game in the second half, just trying to get going.
All right, now,
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Gun!
They're going to try and throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens continue to put it on. Tucker now for the extra point.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's Rosen. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Here we go. Blue,
But correct. No pitch, just incomplete that time. Rosen will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens add on. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Watch it now, Barney.
Those completes to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Over. Gun.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you back up, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because they're running away from people.
McCaffrey on the counter. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Kill.
Back now in Baltimore.
Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Black 99 Philly, here we go.
4 down. Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Gun!
Back to throw. Murray. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll run it here. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st.
I do believe someone got a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Back, back, back.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.